Welcome back to the 1 Hour Mix, guys. Graham here from the recordingrevolution.com. If you're just joining us, we're mixing an entire song in 1 hour, 60 minutes of real live mixing in front of you, 6-part series, 10 minutes at a time. I'm doing it all in front of you so you can just watch me work. I think people learn a lot by watching others work. It's how I learn from watching mentors teach me over the years. Sit in a room and watch them mix and don't even ask questions. Sometimes just watching what they do is super valuable. And why mixing in an hour? Go to the first video and see what this is all about. We're hacking something called Parkinson's Law, which helps you get better results in less time. And it really is an exercise in getting good at mixing. You don't have to always mix in 1 hour, but I'd love if you follow along and do the 1 hour mix yourself along with me. So I've only done 2 10-minute chunks. We did volume and pan a couple weeks ago. Last week we looked at the mix bus. Again, I'm using only stock and or free plugins, nothing that costs money. So I've just got an EQ, a stock compressor, and then a free saturation plugin from Slate Digital called Revival. And you could use any other ones. It's just one of my favorites lately. And that's all I've got on the mix bus. And we've got the mix coming together. In this video, I'm gonna use EQ on all my individual tracks. This is the most powerful tool you got is EQ, I think, beyond volume and pan. And so what I'm gonna try to do, this is gonna be really hard, to try to do the EQ moves on all of these tracks in 10 minutes. And try to just focus on the big wins. One thing I'm going to do and set up beforehand, if you've watched 5 Minutes to a Better Mix, then you know what this is all about, and that is mixing in mono. So I'm going to grab a stereo plugin, again, a free plugin, and you don't even have to have a plugin to do this. Your interface might have a mono button on it, or you could simply just pop these 2 faders on the master fader up the middle so your whole mix comes through your speakers in mono. I'm simply going to grab the width on the stereo width plugin here in Pro Tools, make it 0, which turns my mix into mono. And when I bypass it, it goes back to stereo. Okay, I talk about mixing in mono like crazy. I'm not going to go into detail here because I want to mix in front of you in 10 minutes, but just let you know another hack to get the right EQ moves. I would never EQ in stereo anymore. I always EQ in mono, and I'll pop it back to stereo when we're done. Okay, so I'm gonna hit the timer. We're gonna have 10 minutes. I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna try to EQ this entire thing in 10 minutes. And then when the timer goes off, I'm gonna spend 60 seconds giving a quick recap of what I just did, and we'll bypass back and forth and listen to if I've actually helped the mix or not. Are you ready? Let's do this. Okay, dude, that is pressure. All right, let's see if we helped it all. I'm gonna take a listen back and forth. We'll bypass, and then I'll talk about what I did. So let's put this back in a stereo, and then gonna go ahead and move these guys down. So when I bypass all the EQs, I'm not bypassing the mix bus, and then we'll bypass everything and see how far we've come, see if it's any better. So let's go to chorus. It's subtle, but it adds up. Let's go to a verse. Verse 2. Makes a huge difference, right? So let's bring everything back in. The mix bus processing we did last week, all the EQs, and let's bypass everything and see how far we've come in just 30 minutes of mixing now. 10 minutes of volume and pan, 10 minutes of mix bus, and 10 minutes of EQ. Yeah, it's huge, right? Let's hit the chorus real quick. Yeah, more clarity in the instruments, more definition across the stereo spectrum. Things like the snare drum are fatter, there's less woofiness in the acoustic guitar. And just the quick summary is that I was going through and trying to pull out things that didn't need to be there. You know, a lot of times it's muddy frequencies in the low mids that I think are just taking up space, and they're not the best part of, let's say, the overheads, or you know, which actually was one of the sweet spots in the snare, was down in the 200 range, which is cool. Gave that some weight, some crack. Same thing on the kick drum, getting rid of some low mids, but adding some bottom and some crack, and trying to, again, balance out the EQ so I'm not making things louder. Bass guitar gave it some more weight and some more clarity up top where the fingers are plucking. Acoustic guitars are trying to thin out, while at the same time have some, since they're the exact same guitar part on the left and the right, I tried to do some complementary EQ carving, focus on the upper mid on the one guitar, focus on a low mid on another guitar, which sounds weird, but it actually gives some stereo space. You know, some of the lead guitar parts, I just kind of found where their sweet spot was and tried to give them some complementary carving. I didn't touch a few of the other guitars that didn't really have time, and they sounded okay, which again is part of this exercise. If you could only mix EQ for 10 minutes, what would you leave out? It's very telling. Lead vocal, he sounds great. You know, a gentle high-pass filter to roll off any rumble. Cleared up some of this. At one case, sounded a little too harsh when he would get loud, and wanted some more clarity and detail up top, but he sounded great. And then on the background vocals, just more breathiness. And that's all I really had time for. I don't know. I hope those were good moves. I think we improved the mix so far. Again, not thinking too hard about it, moving quickly is the key. It's part of the 1 hour mix challenge, basically. And again, follow along, do it yourself, grab a mix you haven't done in a while, or a new mix or an old mix. This is, again, from 4 years ago. I haven't dug it up, so I wanted to pull this track up and see if I could do it in 60 minutes of real mixing. Next week, we're going to tackle compression, and it's going to really bring some life and some vibe into this mix. Again, 10 minutes live mixing in front of you. I'm not going to touch this until next week's video. Subscribe to the videos if you like them. Join the mailing list if you want to get my Smart Start to Mixing series. It's a free 1 hour series which kind of shows you how I set the mix up before I even touch anything so that my DAW sounds as good as humanly possible and I can get the most out of my digital mixing environment, and a bunch of other goodies that I only send to the people on my mailing list. So you can join all those people and get the best stuff I have. And otherwise, go have fun. I hope you're working on your 1 hour mix. I can't wait to do the next 3 parts of this as we continue to mix a song in 60 minutes. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon.